Arsenal, the absolute bottle jobs, actually lost to Bournemouth. So they had 30 minutes of game time to actually create any opportunities, but they only created one chance. One chance in the whole game against Bournemouth with 11 men. But then Saliba actually got red carded. In around the 30th minute, it looked like he was the last man, and he clumsily, lazily tackled, or tried to tackle, whether it was tackle, whether he was going for the ball, whatever it was, he fouled the opposition player, and the referee gave a yellow card. Now, this was given a yellow card, and it was taken to VAR, and he was sent off. And Arsenal, without Saliba, ended up losing that game 2-0. Arsenal are not learning their lesson. They cannot play in the Premier League with 10 men week in, week out. They're so ill-disciplined. They could have beaten Man City. They could have beaten Brighton. They could also have beaten Bournemouth tomorrow. Minimum got a draw. Even though they might not have been playing too well, they could have still got a result. But the poor discipline that team has, and it comes from the manager. Mikel Arteta had terrible discipline as a player, and he tells his players to get dirty and foul and waste time. And if that's how you're going to play, you need to ensure you don't get red cards, because what's the point in playing that way if you're going to lose anyway? Because Arsenal can play good football. People are going to be blaming Saka. They're going to be blaming the fact that they didn't have Saka and any of the other players. But even with the 3 holding midfielders that they did play, including Merino, who is an international level central midfielder, how are you losing that game? There is no excuses for losing that game. You can't be going to 10 men. If you're going to 10 men 3 times in a single season, within a few games in, then you can't complain about losing the game due to 10 men. If your players are doing clumsy things, why are you giving the referee a chance? Just don't foul him, let them score. You might get back into the game. Arsenal are not winning this league. Not with the way they're playing, not with the ill discipline. They've actually got quality players, and they play quality football. By yesterday, because everyone has an off day, but you should not be getting a sending off against Bournemouth, and you should not be dropping points to Bournemouth when Man City and Liverpool is who you're hunting down. That is a recipe for disaster, and they have to look themselves in the mirror. And also, Mikel Arteta picked that line up. So if you want to blame the 3 holding midfielders for the reason you lost, Mikel Arteta is at fault for that. He's not Pep Guardiola. Stop trying to rest players. Play Jesus. I know you've got Champions League, but you need to get the win and you need to get the result. You can rest them once the job is done at 3-0, 4-0. And now you've come away with a 2-0 defeat, and that's not good enough. Typical Arsenal, man. They're very Spursy. They're like Tottenham. They're bottlers.